Yeah, as soon as
No,
I
it's
say
Nox,
ignite
I
here,
think.
it's Nox?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
okay, well,
decided to run it mid.
as soon as I see like a Swain with ignite in like what should be kind of, I mean, maybe the lane is okay for him, but I think it's fucking pretty chill for you. And I just
Yeah,
know in my head I'm probably just gonna like outpoke him maybe to the point where my TP, like I'm just gonna get a fucking experienced lead and his ignite should be useless like the whole lane.
yeah. I mean, it's pretty much the thought process in that lane is because he has to hit E to do anything, and it's fairly telegraphed and easy to dodge as well.
Yeah, the only threat is maybe like Kindred, so maybe putting some sort of ward down at level 1 is helpful. What do you do level 1, mate? Like against ranged champions, like do you always do this? You run mid like this?
If they've got no like hard CC to straight up catch me at it, I kind of want to see if I can catch anyone walking there just for vision, because
Uh-huh.
I can see like Kindred walking there. Otherwise I'm gonna like look to kind of duck vision and maybe get some vision down bot side.
Okay, so that's good, like getting vision down bot side. In range matchups, like I just think, and you can watch like any of the top tier like mid laners go at it. Is like you running mid here is good because what's like the goal, I guess, in like a range matchup, like mid, like on the first
Mm,
wave, I guess, or early on.
I like grabbing control of first wave so that I can push it in second wave immediately.
Yeah, you just want to get like two, right?
Like,
If you hit
yeah, it's
level,
like
go on, go on.
get two, bounce the wave, and then reset the lane so that I can kind of do what I want with my wave pushing forward. And then yeah, level
Yeah,
3 as well.
yeah. Like I don't know what wave you're gonna shove. It's just about like reacting to that shit. So again, like stuff might happen in a game which is random and it like fucks up the wave and you can't crash when you like thought you were going to. But yeah, you just like get two first and you've got control of the lane. And as long as you position properly, like you should just be chilling, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like you actually just move out here. So if you're against a Swain like this, you just move out and you grab as much space as possible to get the first auto attack on the first minion.
yeah,
Because that means you're gonna hit two first. That's pretty much it.
yeah,
And against like top tier mids, you've probably like felt it before against them. Like hitting two is a fucking effort. And it's like the first
yeah.
big battle of like mid lane in range matchups. If you're against a melee champion, like what do you think? Like do you think that strategy is good or would you change it up like against a melee champ?
Uh, Depends on the melee champion, but for most of them, you can kind of just like keep the wave frozen and just pokes them out because they have to come up for every CS. So the wave is
Hmm.
yours.
Yeah,
So
that's
like
it.
you can slow push it and build it and get level 2 first as well as poking them.
Hmm. Yeah, like you're always like it's just guaranteed, right? The prior, so you don't actually
Yeah,
have to worry too much about it. Um, yeah, and I think if you want to go ward here, which I think is actually like plausible, you can always just go around like this
yeah.
and chuck a
Actually,
ward
yeah,
down.
that might be a little bit better. I was a bit
Yeah.
hesitant on it because I didn't want to walk down to where the Kindred is
Hmm.
into a Swain because like the Swain's 90% starting E.
Yes,
But
I mean,
if I
bro.
walk a long way, I can probably get it in.
Yeah, if you go round, yes, and I think
Yeah,
pretty sure fucking Zeka did this. Worlds, yeah, he just like stands in this brush and then runs out from there rather than going like through, which is what Faker does, I
yeah,
think. Just depends on level ones. Like if you're happy face checking like your opponent, then of course you can just run in, right? Because the trade will be good. But you don't really want to like face check Conqueror Swain, right?
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
so yeah, just go round, mate, if you're a little bit scared level one. But I don't want you doing that in range matchups if you're not going to be there for the first minion. I can show you a game where Faker does that at Worlds maybe or some tournament, and he's playing Zoe against Syndra. Do you know like how that matchup works? Like who wins early?
To me, it screams like Syndra win into Zoe.
Okay,
But I
Zoe
might be
wins.
completely wrong here. Yeah, okay,
Zoe
that makes
wins
sense.
because like just range and she has so much pushing power. Zoe is just incredible against like Syndra, Ori, Viktor. She's really good against, right? Because she just out pushes everyone. It's guaranteed prior. Faker
Yeah.
plays Zoe and he wards are like 130 when the wave's already here. This Syndra gets two first and it just makes her early game. It just covers it up.
Oh yeah, it just like fixes it because you spam more on Syndra. Like you just get to do whatever you want to the Zoe. She can't contest it.
Yeah, because she hits two first, right? So
Yeah.
the actual advantage Zoe should naturally have is now gone. And Faker just fucks up and it's Faker. So okay, very good. Let's get into it. She starts blue. This is nice info to have.
I think the sign's a bit of a monkey for what he does here.
Yeah, this is good from you. What the fuck is he doing?
I'm not sure. I think he's warding, and then like he's scared I'm gonna walk up and kill him, which I am if he walks up.
Okay, auto attack before queuing here, yeah?
Yeah, might as well just reset the third order.
Yeah, that's it. So just
Yeah.
auto, Q, auto, and then you can just run back. Maybe you can even get like one more in if you feel like it. But yeah, as long as you're not going to miss a melee, so you wouldn't like do one more. That was good.
Yeah.
Just auto before Q. Okay. So after this trade happens, you've pretty much already won, bro. Like at this point, fucking so chill now. Now as long as we don't die to Kindred, like lane honestly is just free. Do you think this auto attack's good?
But attacking the wave? The back wave?
Yeah, like that
it's
minion.
easier to prime for me. It's just easier to prime. I think I probably should be hitting the middle minion instead of the one that's closer to the left, because the range minions are hitting the middle one. But I'm just trying to prime the wave so I can get it easier.
So like stagger the HP, right? So you don't have to use abilities. Okay. The only thing I'd say here is like you don't know 100% maybe just yet, and I don't actually think it means anything because you can always do that later. I think the point here is like the Swain is maybe he has E up in like a couple of seconds, maybe he even has it, but why can't we like almost posture behind the wave and just target the Swain? So this minion wave, okay, so there's 2 points here. The first one is like the wave, you just want to slow push, right? Because if you're playing as Swain here, if Viktor hits this wave, I'm happy. Why, do you think?
Because it's coming in and I can actually farm without getting killed.
Yeah, like even exactly, mate. Like, even if it's one auto attack, it means something, yeah. Because the wave is now going to push just a little bit more into Swain, and what happens is like you're just going to be exchanging waves more so, rather than pressuring him for each minion. So the slower you push, the more it will like that minion wave line is going to be here.
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna slow it down.
Yeah, maybe it gets here, but it does. It's probably like it probably doesn't mean anything. But yeah, it's just like a little thing to think about.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of trying to push the wave a little bit because what I was thinking is earlier on my team pinged our red buff because Kindred started topside.
Yeah.
And my thought process was I don't know what Poppy's clear is going to be because I don't know if she's going to try and contest her red buff with Kindred like level 2 or something.
Yes.
And so I'm thinking the earlier I get it in, like to clash with that wave, and then I can just move up as soon as I can if the Kindred does fight. Maybe I can get something done there.
Okay, can you do both? Can you pressure the Swain and still do what you said with the wave or whatever?
Probably, actually. I can probably just walk up behind the wave anyway.
Exactly right. So like you can hit the minions here because you know you're scared of like a fight here. You can always go there, bro, because you have prio. And you're gonna get more prio the more you think about this guy here, because his situation's like already a little bit sketchy.
Yeah,
maybe not sketchy, but yeah. Like you've done so well there just to like win level 1 super hard. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but you got the first auto attack and then you auto attack like way more, which is great. So you've 100% got prio here, and these minions like the actual aggro you'll cop, like when you trade when your Q's back up, is just minimal, right? And you'll have the shield. Like it doesn't really matter. So don't auto attack. And just threaten to run past the wave. Maybe you move in a way, so maybe you move bot because Kindred's topside, just to make sure. And you can always go toward that entrance as well, like if you wanted to. And then you just hold this side of the lane, right? Like you don't even have to worry about Poppy, like what the junglers are doing. You have that warded, and the only way you die is from legit standing over here, maybe.
Yeah.
So you just stand here for the rest of the lane, and it's just so chill, right? And now we just like kind of spaces E, try to bait it, or when your Q's back up, maybe you can just like run at him and try to dodge it like you did.
Yeah.
So it's just
like difficult to hit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult to hit, right? If you know what's coming, which you obviously do, right? So exactly what you did, like, before, Matt. So now, like, when he throws a Q, like E out here, hopefully you do it. But I want you to be even further, like, forward here if you can be, or looking to be further forward. Yeah. So here you should be beyond the wave. Like here you should be.
I should have just been all the way further.
Yeah, you should be behind the wave here. Exactly. Good. This next wave,
I do it a little bit, but it's a little bit later. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still not bad, but if it can be like improved, bro, like that's all that matters, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So this next wave, again, like each minion wave that comes to mid lane, you have to know what to do. So you have push here, right? Which means you can do 2 things to the minion wave, which is what? Slow push and hard push, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to slow or hard push this?
I want to hard push this.
Okay. Why?
Because then it just bounces back a lot. Like I've already won level 1, as I said before. I'm already in control of the lane. If I slow push it, as like kind of setting it up if Kindred does want to gank, it's a lot easier for her. As well as like resetting the lane means that I can get to the wave first as well.
Okay.
He has to push with it.
Okay, I get where you're coming from, but slow pushing is actually just better here.
Is better?
Okay. Hard pushing is if you were playing Aurelia, you could do it because you'll get a clean bounce. But I guarantee you, what's going to happen in this game is it won't bounce back to the middle, and it will be here, third wave, which
Yeah.
even though it might like reset kind of, and it's 7v7 because it's cannon wave, it's just in a like bad position for you, right?
Yeah.
If you slow push this, the like you're gonna hit 2 off this. The Swain is just not even a champion, and Kindred's only level 2 still. And like I said, mate, like you can always go to ward here, this entrance at the start of this wave, and you just leave the wave here. So if you ever want to find the best move in terms of minion waves, think about Swain. Like if I'm playing Swain and you, let's just actually play this out, and you start hitting the wave, right? I'm thinking, bro, this guy's fucking nice as fuck. Like what a nice guy. This is good. But do you get what I'm saying? Like I'm happier you shoving a minion wave because you're pushing the line closer towards me. Like I would get more frustrated with you keeping the wave away from my tower or safety as long as possible.
Yeah.
And
I think because I go
go
into it planning to shove it, and then he kind of walks up, and then it ends up being a bit of a slow push. But I still shove it anyway.
Yeah, that's great. Like what you do here is so good because he fucking like just kind of gives you damage, right? And you adapt to it. I don't want you ever having premeditated thoughts about waves. Only first wave, because we don't know what's gonna happen after that. And like so many people, like I think everyone I've coached so far, like doing these free sessions, like has the same mental. Like there's some sort of premeditated plan. Like when LS talks about cheater recalls, it's actually a massive fucking bait most of the time because sometimes you can't do it because you don't have a big enough wave, or you like your champion you're playing doesn't have enough wave cleared to do it properly, right? So the next wave comes back to the middle, which is what you're in here. You can't shove this, even if you don't damage the Swain. Let's just say you're on a practice tour, right? And you try to shove this wave out. I guarantee you the next wave will be around here.
Yeah, actually, because like the first his wave will get stuck on my wave for like a second or two, and then it'll
there's no space, right? There's no space
Yeah.
for the minion wave to come out, so it's going to get held up. And now you're playing against a level 2 Swain. He'll hit 3 first as well. Maybe. Depends actually like how much like damage his wave has already lost. But he might hit 3 first, and all of a sudden we're like on his side of the lane with Kindred active. So I just think here, mate, like, so you tell me what, like, how we should have played the second wave. So second wave's now coming in, so okay, this is good. So right now, so what do we do with the minion wave?
I think just let it like crash into my wave so the aggro goes onto the wave, and then just walk up to the back of it and just keep hitting him. Like after what you said, I think
Perfect.
that's a lot better.
So good. And then you can also do something about Kindred, which is what, like, if you are actually scared of her,
Just warding the bot side, because
ward bot
I'm
side,
pretty
exactly.
sure she's not coming top. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect, man. And all of a sudden, like, even if she comes mid and ganks, you're never going to get hit by anything, and you're drawing like so much pressure that she wastes like golden experience because essentially she should be clearing camps, right? And your Poppy is fucking winning jungle because you're thinking about mid lane like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Here as well, just move maybe a little bit down to the right again. So maybe you're playing towards vision here. Again, this would all be sorted if you just warded. So after this, because he has no E, right?
Yeah.
Just keep moving forward a little bit.
It's still a little bit early. I think it's still on his Gromp because we watched the Kindred go onto Gromp as well. So I'm like fairly certain she's on Gromp.
Yeah, bro. If she level 2 ganks you a blue buff, I would fucking want her to. Like type it in all chat. Like, come gank me, bro. But yeah, just here you can move up, right?
Yeah.
Same thing, because you have Q. If you don't have Q, maybe you just wait just a little bit, but my voice is dying. FF.
Rest in peace.
Yep. Yeah, now we go toward top side, and I'm like, you know.
Yeah, I'm not looking for the ward here. I thought about it for a second, but it was just like if the Kindred did a cheeky pass straight from Gromp onto Raptors, I might catch her on vision there. I probably should be warding bot side, but now it's kind of like as you said, the wave's stuck under his turret, and he's gonna hit 3 as well.
So it's funny, right? This lane has now become more difficult because of that mindset you had.
Yeah, and I've had to give up like 2 melee creeps as well for it.
Yep, that's it. And now we have to full respect, and we haven't even put this ward down like in an area where we can just play towards.
Yeah.
So try to think, bro, like, I understand your jungler's pathing top, and maybe you want to help them out, but the last thing I want to do after winning level 1 like that is to worry about someone else.
Yeah,
that is the last thing I want to do.
Yeah,
this Swain should be sweating under tower here. Like, this wave, by the way, should be the one where you're now crashing.
Yeah.
Okay, thankfully he does
kind
this.
of recall on that wave afterwards as well.
Yeah, you got so many options, right? Like you can recall.
He doesn't as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you can recall for fucking. I mean, I honestly think like maybe recalling there is a little bit of a bait, but the good thing is like Lost Chapter becomes like 865, right? with Amtone.
Yeah,
So
that or
it's
I'm a
super
big fan of
attainable.
Dark Seal at the moment. Big fan of Dark Seal.
Yeah, or Dark Seal. Well, whatever
Yeah.
like your preference is. Yeah, like you've actually got a base there. I just say like sometimes in matchups, like if you don't shove quick enough, that base probably might not even mean anything because Swain, if he's full HP and full mana, like is that item actually going to diff the lane? Probably not, right? But
Yeah,
if you
exactly.
play level 1, 2, 3, like we've talked about, you'll actually have like a big enough diff in terms of HP and maybe resources, right? Like pots and stuff, where the item diff becomes even better, especially when he has Ignite like in this lane, yeah?
Yeah, because it actually kind of screws him and opens up a dive or something as well.
Yeah, because the damage actually like matters. But if you haven't done anything for the first like 3 waves and you haven't thought about beating him, there's legit like fucking no point basing and using TP for the most part. Even here, bro, like you can just ward again. So this is
Yeah.
just another opportunity. Even like here, right? You can just go to ward and then come back.
Yeah, especially because like Cannon's got a while.
Yeah. I don't know if you were thinking about this, but like obviously you can E here because you have the cooldown, but not doing it as
Yeah.
good because mana flow is like fucking 2 seconds away.
I like to use it on either Mana Flow or True or First Strike, just
Yeah.
because it's free gold.
I think though, like if your cannon was on 1 HP, you definitely use it, like regardless of mana
Yeah.
flow or first strike. I think that's like maybe an exception.
Just to like fix the wave.
Yeah, I mean just when he goes for it, right? Like I don't really
Yeah.
care about like your runes.
Just like just give free damage to him.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Just trade. You want this? I take HP. The good news here though is that this wave will kind of slow push to you, but again, like Swain's just chilling, right? So there's no actual
Yeah.
actual advantage here we're getting.
This ward makes me so sad because like 2 seconds later I see Kindred go bot. I should be guessing she's already bot, but
Yeah, it's kind of
even
like
more useless of a
unfortunate.
ward.
Funny thing is as well, mate. Like if you warded the Raptor entrance, like
I
maybe
would
this
have
doesn't
called
even
that.
happen. Yeah, well you call it,
Yeah.
right? And think about it as well, like this ward, yes I know you put it down and some people will be like, wow, you fucking put your ward down, well done, but this can be improved a lot. This
Yeah, it
ward
could
is
be like
really
especially on the
annoying.
middle side. Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm jungle here, I fucking hate it when someone puts like a deep ward or even just wards my raptors, or maybe like the path through raptors or red or something like that. Like I have to spend maybe 10 seconds to avoid it by going around.
It's a very low value ward though. It's very low value.
Yeah, because you've already got Poppy here.
Yeah, like I've got topside vision already, and I know she's not going to be topside because she just cleared her topside.
Mm-hmm.
And if I decide to use my information there, I can see my bot lane's pushed in as well, so there's like only one way for the Kindred to go.
Yep.
I
Mechanics look
consider a
nice though.
TP here, but I'm like
Oh fuck
also
no,
pretty sure
fuck
it
no,
fucks
don't
me if I
TP.
do it.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
fucking ever do that. So you see, like my response to that is fuck no. Like,
Yeah.
just because, bro, this lane is still easily like winnable in my opinion. Nice W.
Yeah, I mean, this is just the fun part, and then he burn slash here.
Yeah, you kill him right easily.
Yeah, just kind of follow him for a little bit. I don't know why he doesn't pull the E here. He gets health from it.
Very good. What's the
Maybe he
wave
doesn't know.
state? Because you always think about just recalling, you know?
Yeah, it's like 50-50. I have to prune it a little bit because otherwise it crashes.
Yep, absolutely. I would
And
just
then I kind of
focus.
just decide to double E, like just push it in and then reset.
Yeah,
Just
I would
extra good.
focus. I would just focus melees here because the range minions are easy to freeze on. So why would I like say this? So hitting the range minions is fine, but first of all they're less gold. So
Yeah.
if you fucking get the 2 melees and then you just recall, you'll probably get those range anyway because you got TP, right? And oh, bro,
Yeah.
like this is critical here. So this this is it still won't be bad, but like the Swain is again, it's just Swain, right? Like I'm super fucking chuffed you doing this because like I could come back to mid, right? If I'm Swain and the wave is here.
Yeah, exactly. And you're kind of screwed. You can't push it,
Yeah,
especially after you just burn flash.
so if I'm live coaching, I'm gonna scream at you here, kill the fucking melees, or trim them
Kill the
enough.
melees and reset. Yeah.
Yeah, trim them enough so like you've just got range minions left probably, or like they're low enough for you to like come back to lane and then kill instantly, right? And yeah,
Yeah.
you can just recall here after you've done that. Like, what'd you get here? Like Amtone, Dark Seal, Sell Health Pot, Refill, Control Ward, some shit.
Yeah, that'd probably be it.
And mate, it's fucking game over for old mate Swain. So, what is the reason here, mate? So, because there has to be like some sort of thought process. So why do all this?
So the thought process, the first part is like I know I need to trim the wave a little bit. I don't really think too much of the melee creeps because I know that they're a little bit outside my mana pool. Like I should probably just be able to auto attack them and kill them. But I kind of want to throw
Yeah,
abilities at them so I can reset. And then I kind of go a little bit further there, and I'm like, if I'm going to trim the wave, I might as well trim the next one, TP back, so that I can match the Swain with more items, because I'll have more gold from it as well.
Mm-hmm. Um, I think the only reason, and I don't even know if it's a good reason why you would stay and do what you do, is because you're hitting like an item in terms of gold.
Yeah.
But here you're going to buy the same item no matter what. Even the next wave is so close to you here, you can actually just hit base here.
Yeah.
See like how close it is. But yeah, in terms of like melees against ranged minions for freezes, if you get rid of melees, right? Like you've seen it before, right? They'll do these ones.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking random motherfuckers. So if you just freeze off the ranged minions, they're always going to hit something at that distance, right?
Yeah, they'll always get stuck, and they will get stuck
Yeah,
outside of their
that's
range
it.
as well.
But here, I don't even think what I said is actually like a mistake, just because your wave is so close here. Didn't even really like
Yeah, it's just
realize
so
it.
close. I can just leave and then
Yeah,
just come back.
and you just TP and for game over. And now, yeah, like I mean, if she takes experience, like it's just stalling like your progress, mate. Like that's what it is. Like you're not extracting the most value here in terms of golden experience. Like, yes, you get a kill, but waves as well, bro, is like the other way you get golden experience, right, against the enemy mid laner. Like here, you're not denying really Swain anything.
Yeah, it's like I could just put him even further in a hole as well.
Yeah.
Double my lead, basically.
Mm-hmm. I mean, when he comes back to lane, bro, you just meet him with an E, and you just sit on the wave, and he can never touch it because Poppy, and he's got no flash, right? And now look
And
at the
I
wave,
troll reset here. I troll reset.
mate. Look at what we've done with this wave. Like that's
Yeah,
how has it come to
I've put
this? So
myself in this position. I put
yeah,
myself in
that's
such a shit position
yeah,
here.
that's like the good thing though, right? Because if we didn't know why this happened, then first of all, I'd be a fucking shit coach. But we've got into it now, and it's just you can control everything here, mate, which is like the exciting thing, right?
Yeah,
All of these
like
things like you can control.
everything there was a direct result of my mistake. Nothing
Yeah,
that he did there.
like I haven't really thought about Poppy at all. I haven't thought about your bot lane, or I've just thought about Swain and Kindred a little bit. And you did. You thought about Swain level 1. It was fucking perfect,
Yeah,
mate. Maybe just like auto before your Q, but everything else there was clean as fuck. But yeah, just like what we do after that. How do we really push the envelope in terms of beating this guy? I mean, what's he doing now? Like now, this wave's pushing to you. Like, are you guys like talking to each other in comms or?
I'm kind of trolling it a little bit.
I'm just wondering. Like, it's frozen for you, then it's frozen for him, and now it's gonna be
Yes.
what like? Oh, it won't be frozen here, but it's
I
obviously better for
I'm,
you.
I should probably like just let this wave freeze. I get a little bit unsure
Yes.
because I see how deep my team is there,
Oh
and
fuck your
Swain's
team.
moving down.
Oh, I would not worry, bro, about your team here
Yeah.
because like
If I
it's
look at their
Viktor.
health, they're fucking dead as well. Like they're just dead. Like
Yeah, okay.
there's
Think about
nothing I can
like
do for them.
if you think about map movements like this, right? How much time do you think that will take?
I think if I remember, it's about 18, 20 seconds to get from mid to bot.
Yeah, let's say it's 15 plus, right?
Yeah,
In 15 seconds time, the fight is not going to be what you see. So you have to
exactly.
be
It's
able
headed
to like, yeah, you have to be able to like anticipate it. If you're playing Moby Boots first base Talon, maybe you think about going there. But you're playing a scaling mage where golden experience from, I mean, I'm just gonna say like minion waves and the experience you get is crucial to your scaling, right? Crucial.
exactly. Yeah.
So if you are even thinking about going bot here, you never do it as well because the next wave, which is
It's like
cannon
right
wave,
there as well.
yeah, it's right there. So you're gonna miss so much shit. And yeah, here you should just like hold them up, right? Just keep
Yeah,
like
because I could
baiting
just
the
put him in a
aggro.
bad position.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, man. So like every answer here to like these questions comes back to like just beating Swain, and by beating Swain more and more, you beat enemy kindred more and more. Which is funny how it works like that, but it is true.
I mean, that's mid lane roll at the moment, isn't it? It's just
Mhm.
fuck the enemy jungle.
Mhm. Yeah, if I knew that the enemy mid was better than my mid laner, just like player wise, because that is like fucking Osai elo.
Pretty
Um,
much.
like I just know that as a jungler, I'm not gonna have a fun game. Okay, let's see what we do with cooldowns here.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Yeah,
just.
so we don't have a ward, right? Okay.
Yeah, don't have a ward. I do have lost chapter now, so I'm a bit more free with my cooldowns here.
Kindred's bot though, so you have like a little bit of Yeah, I guess that's. Did you hit a minion here or not? I don't think you did actually.
Nah, I made sure to miss it.
Nice, very good. Stand up here more, I think, and try to
Okay,
bait him.
just go all the way up.
Maybe not like all the way up, but you standing here is just. I don't think it really. I think you can be more aggressive, as in like try to bait him to go like when this guy comes back on half mana. I don't know if you press tab by the way, but I like want to know how much sustain he's got and stuff because any trade here, even if it's bad for you,
Yeah,
even if
he's
it's
only
bad,
got
it's
Dark Seal.
yeah. So he's got one charge of this and Dark Seal against this. So if you look at the item diff, like bro, even if you lose a trade, like let's say you lose 300 HP, and you lose like let's just say what 120 mana or some shit.
Yeah.
If he loses 100 HP, so he actually hard wins, but he loses 120 mana, it's probably still better for you, right?
Yeah, I've got more resources anyway.
Yeah, that's it. So you can actually almost troll. I'm not saying do troll. You still want to be like as clean as possible, but I'm just trying to encourage you to look at this and think about playing like that. Yeah?
Yeah, because like I know I'm not too scared of actually trading with him. I really like denying him stacks on his E though.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I don't think that means anything. Not.
Okay.
I'm not like trying to be like toxic or anything, but
Yeah,
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 I'm.
just
I'm
don't
just
think the
thinking.
stacks actually matter at all.
Yeah, I'm just thinking here. This is a mage who's fucking half mana with no flash. I've got that much more like power than him in terms of items as well. Like I'm not. The last thing I'm thinking about is like him stacking E or something. I'm just thinking about like denying him as much as possible, maybe even killing him. Yeah, obviously just with this E, just hold it until cannon. And you don't need to hit the minion wave here, mate, because why is this different, do you think? So we don't need to get prio on this wave. Why? So level 1, we want to get prio, but why don't we want to get prio here? Like, we're happy him pushing. Why?
Because there's nothing to really happen anywhere else on the map, and Poppy can only really come in. So, like, there's no prio needed because there's nothing happening on the map apart from my lane. Is my thought process there.
Okay, so why did we want to get prio at level 1?
To open it up and like pressure the enemy jungle,
Okay, so to
or
both
like gain
like
control of the wave as well. Right. So
excellent,
that's like
right?
another one.
So
Yeah.
yeah, that's like the core reason, bro, to make your matchup easier. So like your initial answers there to the questions were to do with the map and other players, essentially. Like that's what the map is.
Yeah.
The answers I want you like from this session, hopefully anyway, if you trust it, if you trust it, is to fucking like you let him push here because he's hanging himself. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I see. I look at this, and if I'm playing Swain, bro, fuck next account, it's over.
Yeah.
Like let him push and let him hang himself because you're so close to hitting 6. As soon as you W him here, when he goes for a CS or something, when you're 6 that is, and you land your W and you ult him and stuff, even if he doesn't die, you are so far ahead because he has to base. Like you get what I'm getting. Like it's just fucked for
Yeah,
him.
he's just fucked. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't even like worry about Kindra. I don't worry about my teammates here. I just see the Swain and I just think this is an insta win. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot more like powerful, and you'll have so much more influence on a game just here. Yeah, obviously just like hold your E until he
Yeah.
like
So
moves up.
as soon as I get the Poppy ping, I'm like, oh, I could just let this wave slow push to me, and he's gonna die here.
Yeah, but you can like he'll die anyway, right? Like you don't have to play any
Yeah.
different. And the good thing about like playing like we're talking about, mate, is that it will be so hard to tell for them as well. Like when you're actually getting a gank and stuff, because most people, you know, can tell because you'll just be like moving up in a random way all of a sudden.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or like moving differently. It should honestly like just largely be the same. Can honestly think about fucking. Oh, you've actually got your what is it E upgrade already? Holy shit!
Yeah, because I got 2 kills,
Yeah,
and I've
that's
got
so good.
a lot of stacks.
Just I was just gonna say like with some minion waves like you can ult them, so don't be afraid to just press R on Viktor.
Yeah, I mean, first R on Viktor is usually fine as well.
Yeah, this is good because like what item are you gonna get here? Like Leandry's maybe?
Yeah, I'm a Leandry's fan. Really big Leandry's fan.
You've got like AP as well, right? Like Kaiser's passive. You've got a bit of Rammus support. You got like a little bit of AP, I guess, in your team. But yeah, I think if you're probably just pure soul AP, Luden's is better. And if they
Yeah,
have
it's like
tanks, you
split
can probably
damage.
build for it, right?
Yeah.
After that. But yeah, I fucking like Leandris as well. Like, you still deal with good damage, and your E is just, like, always up, it feels like.
Yeah, it's like, and the burn with first strike gives you like an extra 7 or 8 gold per tick, which isn't heaps, but it's noticeable
Yeah, it'll add up
for
like over
for
time,
ability.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah. So if Leandris is the base, okay, like I get you're not going to because here I'm just thinking blasting wand if you're going Ludens,
yeah,
and it's a tower plate away, right? Pretty much. So staying is great. But
yeah, and
because you want
then
Leandris, you've already got Amtone and what like sell
yeah,
health pot, maybe get a refill. You probably don't need it though, to be honest. On control ward, like just Amtone control ward.
yeah. I kind of hold off a little bit because I do want to be there for the dragon as well. I'm like not
Okay.
wanting to be off of the map when Swain's just coming back onto the map and they're looking at dragon. So like I'm thinking here, I can go for plate and then Kindred shows up,
Okay, I
and I'm
guess so, but
kind of
like,
thinking about the reset, and then we look for the dragon.
okay, because so it's interesting, bro. Because like each time, because I think this gets you in trouble. Like, not maybe trouble, but I just think there's more optimal moves, and it just revolves around making decisions that are like best for yourself, right?
Yeah,
So here you don't know if you're gonna do dragon or not because there's no pings.
yeah,
And all I'm thinking about in my head is just like tempo right for Swain because Swain's like running back to mid. Yes, you are in easily a healthy enough position to stay.
yeah.
And if you were going Ludens, I think staying's fine. Like honestly, I think staying is
Right.
fine here. But
Just
because
like
you've
the
already
amp
got,
team is worth it.
yeah, that's it. Just because you have a base for Leandries, like why not? Because you're going to be back to lane like for this wave anyway, and it's not like you're losing anything. And for this dragon that might happen, like you might even be even stronger. So remember, this has been like 20 seconds, right? So after this happens, oh for fuck's sake, what a shit coach.
I love YouTube. It's so good.
I don't even know what I just pressed. I just pressed a random button and it's gone back to the start. But after this, right? Going Leandries, right, let's go. Amtone, control will just base. And the funny thing is, 5, 10, 15, 20 seconds. Like you're gonna be close, bro, to like being near here.
Yeah,
And
you'll
just
be
because you
close anyway.
yeah, just because you've based, right? They know you've based. So if they run it down, it's on them. But also you should just tell them, I'm basing. Does that make sense? Or I mean, you can always like stay
Yeah,
for Codex as well. So I'm more than happy you staying, bro. I'm just saying like just think about that tempo, like where you can just fucking recall and get Amtone. I don't think it actually means anything, to be honest. Thinking about it now,
yeah.
but yeah, I just want you
I
to
mean,
think
I
about it.
I think there was like, because
Oh, there
I'm
he
pretty sure
comes.
there was like, yeah, this is a bit fucking weird. I feel bad for this one. I'll be honest.
I mean, he's got no flash, right? And he's look at what the wave is. Like he deserves to die.
Yeah, sad guy.
It's good. You should be happy, bro. See, like you feel sad for this guy, but I'm fucking happy. I'm
Like,
such a sadist.
his boots, I would be alter for it already.
Yeah, I would. I mean, he deserves it though after standing in that brush at level 1.
Yeah,
Going to be honest. Um,
this is a bit greedy, but I'm gonna back in the wave here.
do you know where Kindred is here? Because if she stops your base, I actually think it's annoying. Like if that
I
tower
think
play
she
bro is like
was
2-3 autos, I think it's fine. But if she
she
like
was
stops your
last
recall,
seen on
hmm.
Raptors top side, and she was a little bit low when she walked to it. If I
Oh, there she
remember, if
is.
I made that
Okay.
wrong. Yeah. So she
Yeah.
moved like 20 seconds ago, and I feel like she's already cleared most of her top side, so she's either clearing the rest of our top side or she's resetting.
I would just say like look
Because
at
if
that
she's gonna gank
tower.
mid, she's already ganked.
Yeah, I just say like this tower is gonna take like ages to get. So if it's like 1 or 2 autos away and you can just base on the wave, it's great.
I think that's what I
Um,
do. It's like 1 or 2. I think I do 3 orders maybe.
no, it's fucking heaps, bro. Because the tower like it takes like ages, right? I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's okay, but this is what I'm saying. Like, if she
Oh
stops
yeah,
your
it's not
base, like it's
control.
annoying, yeah.
Yeah.
So even okay, let me put it this way, right? Even if the tower plate is on this much, right? The tower's on this HP. It's still better if you base straight away rather than doing what you just did. So even if you miss
Yeah.
160 gold, honestly, doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, you get more because you like compared to Swain, right? It's plus 160. But you've
That's
already
getting him
done
the
it
map
because
earlier.
he's missing this whole wave anyway, and you're matching him in terms of tempo, which in terms of gold, like actual value, is probably worth just more, right? Like you being on the
Yeah.
map, because by stalling your base here, like he might come back to lane, and he's able to just like shove a free minion wave, and there's no advantage again for you. Like you want to be in lane all the time against this guy.
And resetting with Poppy and getting timers together with her is probably better as well. Because then we can
Yeah,
contest Herald or something.
yeah. You're talking about team again, but yes, that is that is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
it's like just kind of thinking about like what
Yeah.
objective can I go for?
Yeah, no, it's good. That's just the funny thing is, man, is like it's just a bonus, right? When you make those optimal decisions, it's fucking funny just how it works, right? Like
Yeah.
it's almost just like the map is, I don't know, in harmony with you. Like you're just in a rhythm. Mhm, 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 mhm. Where is he going? I mean, he has to do something weird. But yeah, you see, Raven, how like I'm saying, Swain now gets a free wave,
Yeah, he just because he gets a free wave and then he gets to walk wherever the hell he wants to.
and if you do this against Incursion Cat or someone playing Talon or Zed,
Yeah.
I'm legit though. Like this is where maybe they can come back in the game, but they
It's
won't
where
be
they get
able
like a
to.
kill off of a roam and then I'm screwed.
Yeah, there's a video. I might try if I can find it if I remember. But there's a Showmaker LeBlanc video where he's playing against Talon, and he actually says you just base here against Talon players because if you overstay, they then get prio on the wave and they'll shove it, and then they'll just move on the map, and you have to like ping everywhere. You know that's just annoying. Um, so yeah, that's just the value of tempo in mid lane. Like when you're hard winning like this, you want to keep your like foot on their throat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm
Grandmaster.
Poppy here, I might be thinking, how does a Swain have prior? Like, why do we have to worry about this guy? Like, I thought Viktor was like hard crushing mid, and then Swain's just like got first move somehow. So that's where like sometimes in another game, you know, they get back into it.
Yeah.
That might sound like a little bit toxic and harsh, but it's just like the
Oh,
truth of it.
it like makes sense, right? Might as well
Yeah,
drill it in as well.
hopefully, yeah. Oh, here we go, mate. Yeah, I don't really like. What is that fucking Swain doing? Jesus.
He gets out of here, which is criminal.
I mean, you can probably like flash EQ, but yeah, it doesn't even like seem worth for a 200 gold champion.
Yeah.
I was just gonna like question this roam because they know Swain's going top and it's a 2v2, right? I mean, I guess you could go because oh no, Kindred's bot. So
Yeah.
because as soon as you see Kindred here, bro, like I would just go back mid.
Okay.
Hovering
I
top
was
is
just
good
figuring I
because
could
you
get
win
like
3v3.
yeah, I was hoping I could just get stacks. Like more stacks on Q. On punches.
What do you mean
If I get
first?
kills. If I
Oh,
get
okay.
kills, I get more stacks and I'm just like kinda greedy for it.
Oh yeah, nah, man. Like the kills would just come to you, bro. Like I wouldn't worry
Yeah.
about that. Like they'll come to you, like if you win mid harder, you know. Like, I don't think you have to move here and run to like Fiora, who's probably not as fed, and like just let Swain go and waste time. Like
Yeah.
you'll get so much from just staying mid here. If you can find Raven a game where Chovy roams on any mage, I'll give you fucking another free sesh, mate. Like actually, like I'm being serious as well.
No, fair enough. I'm actually thinking back about every show before I've watched and he
Yeah,
does
bro,
not
I've
roam. I've
never
always
seen him
just
move from
fucked up.
mid. Probably because he wins like mid every game. But yeah, I'm just like trying to prove a point, I guess.
No, fair enough.
Now we're like sharing minions, and oh my god, like, look at mid.
No.
No one's
I
getting the
get a
mid
little
gold.
greedy here because he's on like no health. But in what world do I kill the Aatrox, I guess?
Yeah, just never, right? Even if you kill him, like Swain's going back to mid, and he'll get probably just more gold, right? Than
Yeah.
you for killing Aatrox. That's kind of funny in a way. Like he might get two
Yeah,
waves and a tower plate, maybe. He might even like go bot and kill your bot lane. Oh, don't ever do this. Don't ever do this.
that help?
Nah, no fucking way, man. Like the rift
Okay.
is free, right? Because Kindred's bot. Two people
Yeah.
doing rift like speeds it up, right? Because the eye like spawns twice as much if there's two people hitting
Yeah.
it. But like it doesn't mean anything here. Like the rift is gonna be gone, and speeding this up for Poppy means nothing. Like here you're stalling yourself. And you probably
Yeah,
even
I'm
have
kind
to
of giving my
recall.
wave.
Yeah, you probably have to recall after this, but the base is just so shitty, right? Like cooldown boots, but oh,
I'm not
probably on
buying
source,
cooldown
right?
boots. Like not
Yeah, I
buying
mean
cooldown boots.
that's just why it's annoying this roam, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just don't move from mid when
Because
you're
I've
hard
given
winning.
up a lot of gold.
Yeah, you're giving up and just pressure. Like if I'm
First even
Swain
worse
here,
because I gave up the Herald gold as well.
yeah, you didn't get that. But if I'm Swain here and I see you, I'm like, I just got away with murder.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna replay this,
You got away with like a weird ass room where I got nothing out of it.
yeah, so you overstay for like a plate, which doesn't really mean anything. So you lose tempo on Swain anyway. That's why the wave's here, right? And not in the middle when you're contesting him. And now you decide to go top when the minion wave is in mid. And this is just a 2v2. You should just like trust them here not to like run it down, honestly. But if Kindred's off map, you can hover. And as soon as she shows, you just go back mid, right? And you just deny Swain so much. You'll be up like 2 levels when he comes back.
Yeah.
And you can just hit the tower and fucking mid's gonna be gettable with like Rift even after that. So good.
Yeah, because like if I stay mid, I get like a turret plating as well.
Oh, you get so much, bro. Like you can even think about going bot, maybe, depending on if you think you can get there. But you've just all the power. Now you're like, what do you call it? Where like you don't put yourself first, not prioritize something else, like sub something. I'm trying to think of a word. But yeah, you just like put someone else above you.
Yeah.
When you're the most fed champion, bro, which you probably are, like everyone should be playing around you. It's almost like you're going to lanes here in your jungle to like help them and save them, but nah, fuck that. Like they should
Just
be
put
playing for
myself
you.
ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they should be playing for you and around your prio. Like, hey Victor, thanks for winning mid so much. Now I'm gonna do Rift Herald. No worries. I'm just gonna stay mid and keep the prio. Rather than like, hey Victor, can you give like Swain some breathing room and come top to help me?
Yeah,
Like my response
exactly.
would be fuck no.
So
Super greedy,
tell
yeah,
them to
this.
fuck off. Yeah.
Exactly, mate. Tell them to fuck off. Probably don't do that in case you get like flamed and shit in the AFK, but yeah, that's the attitude, man. And hopefully you can see
Yeah.
like how OP it would be, especially when you like do so well at level 1. But hey, at least you get Leandries, but on
Yeah,
like
it's
these
like it
couple of
could have been done a
ways,
lot earlier as well.
yeah, and these couple of ways here, like you should be getting hit by someone. And in another game it's gonna happen, and yeah, not fun.
I'm gonna get punished more, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, man.
I kinda get away with murder for it.
Oh, here we go. Nice.
Pig jungle stealing my kills. Can't believe he's done it.
Yeah, on a Poppy. If he's going damage Poppy, kind of respect. Yeah, he should give him to you.
My team starts typing, so I just mute. Is what it
Cool.
is.
Very good, mate. I love it. Yeah, like if they're worried about losing lane and shit, you should just type something like mid diff is bigger than your loss, relax or some shit.
Yeah.
Like when you run out of base and have time. Wait, why does she drop Rift like this? What the fuck? Like she
Not
just got it
sure.
and drops it on like full HP. Like I don't understand what's going on. Because ideally you want to use it when it's on like 2, right? Just less.
Yeah, because then you can just like get it on two
Yeah.
charges, maybe.
Yeah, this
But
is just such a waste.
it kind of sends it weirdly, and then he doesn't protect it at all either, which is a bit. How you going? But fair enough.
Okay, so Janna's kind of mid. Janna's got a 400 gold bounty. Let's go.
Yeah, look. There's a reason that my bot lane is typing to each other, I think.
Same thing here, right? Because look at gold, and what's your next base?
It's boots.
Right, so like this tower play, just hit the tower. Don't even damage the Kindred because you got Leandry's burn to worry about.
Yeah. I
You
can
don't.
just reset here and I got boots. I don't need to come back for another E.
Yeah, exactly. What do you have by the way? You have Mana Flow and what? Scorch or
I have
Flow
Maniflow and I
Transcendence?
Transcendence. I enjoy the cooldown reduction.
Yeah, okay. I think if you're gonna go Leandry's, you could even think about Gathering because
Ooh, actually, yeah.
you have haste right from Leandry's, so Gathering just gives you a bit more power, you know.
Yeah.
If you're into a free lane, Raven, fucking take Gathering. Like if you're confident you can just easy win, like first strike Gathering, just you're gonna scale into a fucking monster. Yeah, like agree or
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think I've been like I kind of shy away from it after it got nerfed all those like year ago.
Yeah.
And then like it's just never clicked back in my head that it's like still takeable.
Yes, I think it's good. But not into like lanes where you actually need some sort of laning, you know?
Yeah.
Some sort of laning rune. Just gotta like pick the matchup. Nice dodge, bro. Clean. But yeah, a little bit annoying we have to do this because that extra wave, it gave us what? Like let's just say it gave us 150 gold.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, like you get a health pot or a control ward, but again, it's nothing, right? You can always think about as well here, just swapping trinket for sweeper because you're just like gapping mid. So moving around from mid is probably easier. I mean, maybe Kindra's annoying. This, by the way, don't ever do this. Like, stop your recall here.
Yeah.
Just 100% stick it. Yeah, I don't care like if it's a standard wave or cannon, just recall. Unless you need the gold for a legit big item, recall. So this is kind of the thing, man. This is the big thing. I think mechanically it's fucking very good. Like easily good enough to be. I'd probably even say Chell, like honestly. But what do you think like the big maybe differs between how you play mid? It's not really Viktor specific, but how you play mid to like
I'm not greedy enough.
in terms
Like
of what?
I'm not thinking about my laner enough. I'm thinking about other people.
Yeah,
Like
bro, you're too selfless. You're too nice. You need a mean streak.
it's
You need to
my
think
game to
selfish.
win.
Yeah, the harder you win mid, the more influence you have on the outcome of a game. If you're playing towards your team, you have to rely on their fucking hands, their mice, their keyboard, right? When team fights
Yeah.
come around, when you can just like rely on yourself. And you win multiple roles by stomping mid. Kindred has to come mid to save the Swain. Janna has to come mid and she has to stop winning bot, right?
Yeah.
That's how you win, mate. That's how you fucking 1v9. Because this game, like, do you lose or?
Nah, we win this one.
Okay.
I
But
think
maybe you could have won like harder, yeah?
yeah. Yeah, it's like
Um,
more difficult than it needs to be.
yeah. This is a fucking like clean combo, but there's no point going for it. It's just super greedy, right? Because even if she
Yeah.
doesn't have ult, like she should be able to fucking like did she Q here?
I think she does.
Yeah, I mean like she has Q, so she can like even dodge your E. And it's
Yeah.
super like greedy just to go for this. And remember, you're Viktor, a mobile mage wasting flash like that, like doesn't make sense. I mean, fucking thankfully you get away with this, but I don't think this is
Yeah.
realistic, you know?
There's no reason to do it. It's like sketchy.
Right, that's in your montage. I respect it. But
Yeah, but like as an actual gameplay mechanic, probably not.
yeah, you're fucking hoping for too much. But nah, man, I reckon we've been through enough, right? Like, what do you think? Are you happy with this? Like, do you have anything else from this game you want to go over, or
Not really. The rest of the game is just kind of standard team fights. Like it's
the game's set up, right?
yeah, it's like I just kind of
Yeah,
run around with super fed enough to just kill people, and then it's just over from there.
yeah.
Right?
It's good, man. Like mechanically, bro. Like fucking, it's very nice. I just want you to, um, yeah, the mindset is probably the biggest thing, but yeah, there's other
Yeah,
stuff to do with like laning and all that, and moving beyond waves and managing like wave two, right? So not having like a premeditated thing with waves.
yeah, just
Just
kind
always
of
react.
premeditate the start wave, and then just kind of
That's it,
move
mate.
from there.
Perfect. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah,
You've
that's
lost.
fair enough. Yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. This makes me really sad here as well, but I thought I can get the auto off.
Oh, that's fucking pretty sad. Yeah, and then they get a big shutdown. Like this here feels like it should be game over, honestly.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it looks really dimmed from here.
but yeah, that's probably for the other team now to like actually look at like how do they lose this game. Oh, there you go. That's
Yeah,
how you've won again.
yeah, it's a little bit confusing. It's a bit of a OC solo queue game, I'll be honest.
Yeah, fuck. But no, man, very good. Yeah, good luck with the future games and shit. And yeah, any questions, like, yeah, you can just DM me and stuff and whatever.
Yeah, easy
All
as
right, mate.
man. Thanks,
Have a good
thanks
night,
for the
bro.
question.
No
Yeah, you
worries,
too.
mate. No worries. All right, see you, mate.
Ciao.